Hi, and happy Monday. Today, I'm Janet Leonard. I'm the founder and CEO of Virtual Instructor. So, we provide software training for business, software training, consulting, and programming for businesses. But I also do these little 15-minute lives every Monday to show you just fun, different things, some with that are more business related, some with other types of products. This one's going to be fun. We're going to talk about how to create videos using Canva. Now, the example I'm going to do, I'm going to keep it fun, but you can take all the little things I'm going to show you, and you can certainly make a more professional video if you want. But you can also use these video little tips I'm going to show you to make maybe a birthday party invitation or a happy birthday video. Lots of fun things that you can do. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to switch over and we'll do a teeny bit of housekeeping and then we'll get into Canva. So if you like these Monday lives, you can go to our website, virtualinstructor.com, and at the top of the homepage, you'll see Monday Live Calendar. So if you're wondering, what am I going to talk about next Monday? You can come over here. So today we're talking about creating videos in Canva. And then tomorrow, oh, hey, Pat, nice to see you. Next week, we're going to talk about how you can take those videos and then you can actually put them into PowerPoint. And then I'll show you how you can add audio and do some other fun stuff. And then the following week, if you work with Word and you have graphics, sometimes they can be a little frustrating. So I'm going to show you some little tips on that. Alrighty. Now, if you would like to have a reminder, because it's the only time I send an email out, if you sign up for a reminder, we'll send an email out 1 hour before on Monday before the live, so you know what's going on and you have a link and so forth. Okay, enough of that. Let's pop into Canva. So I'll go over to Canva, and I'm already signed in, and I'm just going to go back to the home page. We're already there, I see. And so you have all these different things that you can do. And I've talked about some of the other things you can do in Canva in other videos, but we're going to focus on the video option. So when you click on video, notice you can just do a regular video, a Facebook video, a video message, mobile, YouTube, and then look at this. You have all these other ones that you can do. So depending on what type of video you want to create, you can start out with kind of a template that's already set up for you. We're just going to start out with a blank video. And again, I'm just going to keep this one fun. So we pop over here, and now we're in the little canvas area, the place we can start to edit. Now, over at the far left in this little dark area in uploads, this is where I went ahead, and you can upload images, but I went over to videos and I uploaded some videos that I'm going to use. So we're going to make a fun little video for kids that like to bake. So I got these off of, I subscribe to library.techsmith.com, and I got my videos there. So, you know, wherever you get your videos, or you can upload them from your phone. So just to show you, you have upload media, and you can also click on this button with the 3 dots. You can upload this directly from your computer. If you have a Google Drive, Dropbox, Facebook, Instagram, and then this new Google Photos, which I have not played with yet. That might be another Monday topic. All right, so I went ahead and uploaded these videos already. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this little video in. It's kind of fun. And this is a little video I found, and I thought it was kind of cute. And I'll just play part of it because you can see this little kid kind of having fun looking at a cookbook, thinking about all this stuff that he might be able to cook, right? Okay, now, certainly it's way too long. I don't want to go with 12 seconds on here, right? So I'm just going to click close. I'm going to caution you because I do this a lot by accident. If you close that, sometimes you end up losing all your hard work. So I usually just go back to close. Now, in this case, you might notice down toward the bottom that it looks like I have 3 different frames. So all I have to do is go to the end, get that double-headed arrow, and I'm just going to click and hold the mouse button and drag it back to shorten this. So now, see how it went from about, 10 seconds? I dropped it down to like 5 seconds. So that'll be the start of my little video. And then maybe I want to add some kind of text in there because I think it'd be fun to kind of have some little message here. So then what you can do is you can go back over to the text area. And if I click on text, you can get, you know, all these different options here. I'm going to be lazy and I'm just going to choose baked fresh. because I thought that kind of fit well and it was easy to use. So I'll select it, and it's kind of too big. So if you haven't figured this out, in most programs, if you have something that needs to be resized and you see a border, that's where you go to move things. And the little things on the corners is how you resize something. So I'm just going to go to the lower right corner, get the little double-headed arrow, resize it a bit, and then I'm just going to kind of move it over to wherever I might want this to be. Now, I don't want it to say baked fresh, so I'm going to double click in the baked part, and I'm just going to put in I love, and then down, and the other one I'm going to double click and put in baking. All right. Now I can make it a little bit bigger, and I'll show you how to change the size of the fonts in a little bit. So I think I kind of like this. Now, while I've got this thing selected, and you can notice there's a little border around both of the words, right? So then I'm going to add a little animation to it. So it just doesn't, come in just as part of the picture. So I'll click on animation or animate, and there's all different ones. So watch, you can kind of hover over to get an idea of the animation you want. Now I found one I thought stomp was kind of fun. So I'm going to choose stomp for this one. So now I have that one. So now what we can do is go back and just preview this. So in this upper bar here, you'll see a little triangle, which kind of looks like what you normally see if you're going to be, running a video. So I'll just click on it. And so you can see how it comes in as I love baking, right? So now I'm going to close out of here. And now we're going to add a few more things. So I'm going to go back over to the elements. And actually, I lied. I'm going to go to uploads first. And I'm going to add this video one more time to show you a fun little trick. So with this, I have the same video, but I don't want to see the same thing here, right? So now I'm going to go over to elements. And in elements, there's all these different things you can do, but I'm going to click on frame because I'm actually going to put a little frame and put another video inside there. So let's start out with a little square frame. So watch how I just drag it on over, and it's kind of covering up the little image that's already there. And now this is kind of fun. So this is how you can do like a picture in the picture. So remember, if you're getting more business-like, you can still, there might be times you want a picture in a picture. So I'm going to go back over to my uploads, which is where my videos are. And I'm going to start out with this little cute video. So I'm going to drag this one over. Now, got to be careful before you let go of the mouse because it could replace, see how it would replace the whole thing. I don't want that. I'm going to drag it until I see it show up in the frame. And then I let go, and now I've got my little video. Okay. Now, it looks like I did a little boo-boo. I'm going to do an undo because I put it in the wrong place. So I'm just going to delete this little guy. Okay, let's try this again. I'm going to go over to this one. So see, it's not the end of the world. I just did Control Z because I blew it. And now I'm going to come over to this frame. And now I'll go back to elements. Let's pretend I meant that to happen. But it's always nice to see how to fix something in case you make a mistake. Okay, so now I'm in the second one, which is where I want. I'll go back over to uploads. We'll go find that cute little video, drag it, put it inside. So see how you can make sure it's inside there. But I certainly don't need it to be this big. So I'm going to shrink that. So it's only a few seconds as well. Now I want to be a little lazy because back over on the first frame, this first little area, I already put in I love baking and I applied that stomp animation. So I don't want to redo that. So all I can do is select it until it's selected because it's got the little border around it. I'll right click and copy. And then I can go over to the next one, right click and paste. And there it is. So now let's change this. And this will be, he'll be thinking, okay, this is step one. Step one. And step one, I'll now double click on the baking, will be mix ingredients. Okay, but notice it's way too big. So all you have to do is select that text, and then up on the little bar above, you have these different options. And notice you've got the minus. So watch how I can make it smaller, right? But I don't want to wait that long. So I'm going to go ahead and change it. Let's try a 36. And let's maybe make it a teeny bit bigger. So step one is mix ingredients. And then what we can do is come on back over, and I'm going to add another bunch. So now this one, I'm going to undo. I'm going to come back over here, make sure it's added. Okay, there we go. So now I've got the second one. I'll shrink it in a second. We'll come back over to the elements, go back over to the picture frames, which we are. I'll drag, let's bring this one in this time. And I'll just drag it over. So it's basically repeating the same thing I just showed you a little while ago, right? Okay, so now I'll go back over to the uploads, and then I'll bring in this cute little guy. Then I'm going to drag him until he shows up in that little image, right? I'm going to shrink it because I don't want it to be that big. See how easy this is? Just go back to this previous one. I'll copy it. So I'm right-clicking and copying it. I'm going to call it, I'm going to come over here and paste it and be step 2. And in step 2, let's change this to say, how about knead the dough? And if I wanted to make this a little bit bigger, I can just drag it out a teeny bit. All right. So we'll add this next frame, drop this little guy in here, and we'll go back over to frames, and I'll speed this up a teeny bit. Happen to know this one has 2 kids in it. So I'm going to drag this one over, and I'll put it in here, and we'll make it a little bit bigger. It doesn't matter if it goes off the cloud, you know, because we're not doing a super professional one. But come back over here, and I've got these 2 kids that are cute. They're cutting out the cookie. So get them in there. Whoops, get them inside there. Okay, so once again, we can shrink it if you don't want it to be that long. I'll pop over here, right-click, copy, over here, paste. So step 3, let's try that again. Paste. Nope, it copied the wrong one. So I'm going to hit delete, come back over here, make sure I got this right one copied. Copy it, come on over here and paste. There it is. Step 3, and this would be, how about cut out the cookies, cut out cookies and bake. Okay, so now we've got cut out cookies. Now, if I wanted this to be a little bit more of a space between these, you could select that text, and you see this little thing up here, it's spacing. So I can click on that, and you've got line spacing. So watch, I can make the line spacing a little bit bigger so it looks a little bit better there. So got that one, and we have one last one to do, and we're finished. So we'll bring this over one more time, and let's go back over to the elements, and just so we do something different, let's try this one. This is kind of fun. So I'll just drag it on over, cover it up, and drag it a teeny bit. Whoops. There we go. And then we'll go back over to the little videos, and we'll end with this little gal. Again, shrink it. And then back over to, I think we'll take it from this one because I don't think we'll need it that big. So that was step 2. We're going to copy it. And step 4 is going to be step 4. We'll just change that really fast and put a 4. And then we'll just say, enjoy the cookies. All right, so we'll make it a teeny bit wider. And now look how fast, in less than 15 minutes, we've created a fun little video. So now let's watch it, and I'll just click on it, and look how cute this is. We got the little I love baking, and then little kids thinking, okay, so step 1, I need to mix the ingredients. And then in step 2, I need to knead the dough. And then in step 3, I need to cut out those cookies and bake them. And then in step 4, I get to enjoy the cookies. So hopefully that gives you an idea of how, now I kept it really fun and light, right? But there's so many different cool things you can do. Remember, these could be real business type videos, and you can bring in your own text and use animation and so forth. So hopefully you enjoyed that. And I'm going to pop back over and say, thank you so much for joining me for the Monday Live. Now, next week, I'm going to show you how to take this video and some others and incorporate them into PowerPoint. Then we'll also add some audio that flows from one video to the other. So there's some fun little tricks that you can do with that. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, and hope to see you next Monday. have fun, hopefully creating videos in Canva. Bye.